Before listening to this episode about To Live and Die in LA, please consider that the movie we discussed today contains themes of Islamophobia, sexual assault, and police violence. If you need to skip this episode for your own safety, we totally understand and hope you come back again next week.
Be safe with your feelings. Take care of yourself first.
For a few seconds, this place was Armageddon. There was a firefight!
Fuck you think you're doing?
You were asked a direct question, do you use cocaine?
Am I a bad person?
You never killed a baby.
You want to know who my God is?
Some huge friggin' guy.
She somehow fornicated. Put your mouth on this.
Fish aren't meant to be in a box, kid. Can't you see what's inside of me?
Welcome, everybody, to Willem to Filmography, where we watch movies that sure think they're saying something. I'm one of your hosts, Cyan Stone.
I'm the other one of your hosts, Jeff Whaley.
And I'm your last host, Jude. And least.
No.
Oh. Oh.
Well, I am the shortest.
I guess.
If that's how you determine least, then sure.
Yeah.
You heard it here.
We're going by height.
Here first, Jude. Jude thinks that that if you are short, you are less of a person.
Yeah.
To be fair,
yeah, that's literally the height hierarchy. Height hierarchy.
Yeah. To be fair, we do introduce ourselves through our height completely accidentally.
Am I taller than you?
I'm 6'1".
Yes.
I'm 6 feet. So no, we don't.
What? You're not 6 foot.
Yeah.
No,
I think
you're like
slouch
6'2".
more than me. I think that's. No, I'm not.
You're not 6.
I think
you
are.
You're taller than me. You are not 6 foot.
Yeah.
I am
remember
absolutely
you being
not
taller
6'2".
than that.
I think you're wrong, but we can do this next time we're in person.
Anyway.
So that's how we're doing. Checking in.
Yeah. Yeah, let's check in. How are y'all?
I am doing good.
Excellent.
And I am 8 feet tall in spirit.
Sure.
Anyway.
Anyway.
4 foot tall with a 3 foot dick, if we're gonna quote a Kid Rock song.
No.
Let's not quote Kid Rock on this podcast.
Wasn't Kid Rock, it was the
7
little
feet
person
tall with a foot long dick.
It was.
Let's not get outrageous.
It was the little person who rapped on his albums with him. I can't remember his name, but that was the line I remember in junior high. Because I was 12 and thought Kid Rock was fun because I was 12.
And now that we're talking about Kid Rock, let's move on to Willem Dafoe.
What? That's what I mean!
We have decided to switch the summary and Willem Dafoe because it did not make sense the other way. Anyway, Willem Dafoe plays the good guy in this movie. You said you had a counter to that, Jeff.
More of an addendum rather than a counter, but in this movie, Willem Dafoe is the dictionary definition for queer-coded villain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we will all get to that point. The one point we all noticed independently of this movie.
It was just a few sticks short of a bundle, if you know what I mean.
A British bundle.
Shit,
yes,
did I say what movie we're... Did I say what movie we're...
Nope.
Thank God.
Son of we watched... Oh my God. I am going to... Oh my God.
We watched To Live and Die in LA.
Yeah, we watched To Live and Die in LA. If I could string myself up by my ankles and put myself on a pillory in the middle of fucking... I am...
Can I attach jumper cables to your nipples?
Sure, why not? They're not sensitive at all.
They will be.
Anyway.
This is weirdly matching the energy of the likable people in this movie who are the bad guys, quote unquote.
Yeah, who wants to do
queer-coded villain after all?
Yeah, who wants to do the summary? I didn't take notes for this movie because I've been having neck pain and didn't want to write.
I got the summary, and you will absolutely see me get more and more frustrated with a couple of characters. One specific character.
We're very professional.
I think I know the one.
It's very secret. 1985's To Live and Die in L.A., the only movie Willem Dafoe did in 1985, unlike what I said last week, because the Willem Dafoe filmography page on Wikipedia lied to me.
Not for the first time.
Not for the first time, no.
Yeah.
To Live and Die in L.A., 1985, December 20th, 1,410 hours. And I will say this:
what's with the military time in this movie?
Well,
like, what is the?
Because they're agents, and federal agents use military time.
I guess, but like, what?
This is actually one of the few things I like about this movie, in that every time they do a date, they do it in a different font depending on the situation that they're in, and I think that's an interesting.
I didn't even know. I believe you that they did. I just didn't even notice. Such were my frustrations with this movie that those little details escaped me. All of the fonts in this movie just looked like 80s bullshit to me.
And I had the title font did.
Everything in this movie looks like 80s bullshit.
Yep. And my excuse was, this movie sucked the soul out of my body so much that I had to find anything to be entertained by. So those tiny details are what made me get through this fucking movie. And so the date, December 20th, President Ronald Reagan is speaking in Los Angeles. During his speech, Secret Service agent Richard Chance, played by William Peterson, who, the actor William Peterson, was Grisham, the lead in CSI in the 2000s.
I'm sure my mom would love that tidbit.
That's for all the 70-year-olds in the audience.
Yes, I'm sure.
He's been playing a douchebag propaganda his entire career. Richard Chance notices activity that leads him and his partner, Jimmy Hart, stopping a suicide bomber from doing harm to others.
And we should clarify, this is oh man, as soon as the scene started happening, as soon as I saw the guy with the vest on, I just thought, no, please don't. Please don't. And he started talking, and it was literally just like everything that Ben Shapiro imagines when he thinks of an Arab person. And it was just, it was fucking awful. And then it never comes up again. It's just like a random
open. Yep.
Yeah, the open is just a random Islamophobia suicide bomber, and then never again. It doesn't even. They don't even get back to the fact that they're they don't even get back to the bodyguard, the president part of Secret Service. It's just counterfeit stuff. The whole rest.
I'm pretty sure that is a big aspect of the Secret Service. But when the president is in LA,
that is how the Secret Service. That is how the Secret Service started.
Yes.
But and it's still what they do. But no one thinks about that fucking part of the Secret Service anymore.
But,
it's weird to. I guess it's not weird to send her a movie around it. It's just I think they could have done it.
It could be interesting.
I was a bit worried that the whole movie would be just that Islamophobic.
Yeah,
all the way through, because I thought somehow that was going to be a villain role, and then more than what it already was just in the beginning. But then when it just didn't come up again, I was like, what?
That was just to set up these guys as competent, good agents. Is the point of that?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
And they're not.
Was there a suicide bombing attempt on a Reagan speech?
Nope.
Ever?
I haven't looked that up, but I'm gonna confidently say no.
Hold on, let me look.
And while you look, I will say they stop him by first off, the name of the guy, Jimmy Hart. That is a professional wrestler manager from the 80s who had a megaphone and would talk shit to the crowd. And so I got very excited when I heard that name.
And in this movie, he's just an old man there to die.
That we'll bring up the exact moment he's going to die.
Right after the suicide bomber dies.
He literally says, he starts talking about his upcoming...
I'm too old for this shit.
Starts talking about his upcoming retirement. I'm like, was that a trope at this time, or is this one of the things that made it be a trope?
It had to have been.
It was at least starting to become a trope at the very least. And
what'd you find, Jude?
It doesn't look like there was any suicide bombing.
The only attempt at the president was the one
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't even president, and he wasn't even president at that point.
But I did
he
happen
was.
upon remembering the
I thought it was during
1983
sorry.
remembering the 1983 suicide bombings in Beirut, the tragic events that created the Diplomatic Security Service.
Okay.
Yeah, so on April 18th, 1983, a suicide bomber detonated a 1/2-ton pickup truck laden with 2,000 pounds of TNT near the front of the U.S. Embassy in Beirut, Lebanon, killing 63 people, including 17 Americans.
So not
It was
even
the deadliest attack on a U.S. diplomatic mission to date and changed the way the U.S. Department of State secured its resources and executed its missions overseas. This is from the U.S. Department of State.gov.
So A, not in L.A. B, not during a presidential. This movie just
No,
made
yeah.
up. This movie
Yeah,
just
they-
made
they
up
just,
a
like-
guy to be a racist caricature. This
Yeah, they
movie
said,
just-
well, there was a...
And
yeah, there was a suicide bombing that created the Secret Service, so we might as well just use a suicide
Well,
bombing to open up the movie, I guess.
It
Not
didn't
create
create the Secret Service.
Yeah, not create, but you know what I mean. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
expand some of, the security of the State
the
Department.
Diplomatic Security Service. That's the closest thing I could find.
No, and they probably did some rip from the headlines to just make this up. And the way they stopped it was the Jimmy Hart just and I'm gonna call him Jimmy Hart every single time I talk about him. Is he just like grabbed him by the collar and threw him over the roof? And
By the no. By the ankles
By
while
the
he was on
ankles.
a ladder.
yes, and for some
And he
reason,
just kind of like, whoa. Like,
very
just kinda...
cheap explosion. Hold on one moment. Yeah, they stopped the suicide bombing in the cold open just to show that they're competent, which is the most competent thing they do in this entire fucking movie.
Yes. 100, yeah.
And
They
then,
are competent now and then no more.
and even then, their competency is just racially profiling. Then we have the title card, and the To Live and Die in LA title card is just weird. It does not fit what the movie is, I think. It looks like it's a Nickelodeon movie, and I don't like it.
And the song is like, it like, I feel like there's a lot of, it probably less now, but there's a lot of people who are just like, oh, music was just so much better. The intro song to this movie proves that is like a survivorship bias, because this is one of those songs, those 80s songs that no one remembers. I will put it on my fucking life that no one remembers this fucking song because it's nothing. It's just to live and die in LA. It's such a fucking...
The concept that any older art is automatically more beautiful and acceptable just because it's old art is always survival bias, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%.
Because
It's
they're
just
like humans are always creating art. We only see what has been
What
survived.
stays. Exactly. I mean, and we proved that, like, fucking with the last movie we did, Roadhouse 66, that is a forgotten movie. That is actually pretty good. And also, a bunch of shit is also forgotten, but sadly, I've heard of this one mainly because the director is well known, and so this movie gets brought up occasionally. Yeah, so after the title cards, Agent Chance is looking over a bridge before he jumps off of it. Sadly, he was attached to a cord.
Yeah.
And then
He was having fun and not doing what he should have been
done.
doing this entire movie.
at a bar, him and Hart talk about Hart's upcoming retirement. Dun dun dun. Chance tries to get in on Hart's last lead, but Hart wants to go it alone. Dun dun dun. And then we get a detailed montage of Rick Masters, our boy Willem Dafoe, making counterfeit money.
Honestly, my favorite part of the movie, because it's like,
Fair?
oh yeah, that's really cool to see the process of counterfeiting money. Like,
Fun fact. When I was looking at the behind the scenes info, they hired somebody who, like a crew of people or a few people who actually did time for counterfeiting to make the process look as accurate as possible. They intentionally had to make the bills look fake, so they printed them one-sided. And they printed like $1 million in fake bills. or something like that. That was all meant to be burned because they couldn't. They also used like fake paper, like different paper and everything, obviously, but they technically weren't supposed to like let it get out at all. But as what happens on sets, some got out and got home, and then the person's like young teenage sons and their friends like found a couple 20s and tried to use it at a store, and it caused like a huge operation which led back to the set of the movie that led to them getting like the guy who made the money, like the main like prop. I can't remember who he was, but he had the most to do with the money. It's getting visited by the local FBI like 6 times.
And
Government be like, you can't use your fake money, you have to use our fake money.
Yeah, they're just like, they just take counterfeiting very seriously. But that's kind of why the scene was so cool, is because they put a lot of effort into making it look as real as possible.
Yeah.
But it's also funny in that basically the FBI visited them, and then they said, "No, we're making it for a movie," and then they're like, "Oh, okay," and didn't really care after that. They're just like, "Oh, it's a film, all right."
Yeah, I just heard he got visited like 6 times because they wanted to make sure.
This might be one of the best scenes in the movie because it might just be the autism, but just seeing the mechanical process of like it was basically
how it's made,
Yeah.
but set to like dramatic 80s music, which it was really cool.
Yeah. And also you could tell Willem Dafoe is the bad guy because he's a painter and an artist.
Did we gloss over No, we haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah.
The stage scene.
No, we're not there.
We're not there yet. No.
I keep thinking about it.
Same, honestly. But yeah,
we'll get there. Sorry.
Go on, Jeff.
Yes, yeah. So after the montage of counterfeit making, December 22nd, 0813 hours.
Did you keep track of all the dates?
I did.
Oh.
I was looking for fucking anything. Fucking anything.
Pushes you into a locker.
The dates felt like they didn't mean anything, and they were just there to be because they thought it would seem dramatic. Like there was no fucking like rhyme or reason to when they placed the dates. Mm-mm. It was just But
this one, the December 22nd one, this one was a handwritten, like it was a journal that Jimmy Hart did. The other one looked like it was like an incident report. So that's, again, these were kind of interesting film techniques that they used. That's like, okay, this is the only interesting thing about the production.
Went completely unnoticed by me. Completely unnoticed.
So Hart drives to a warehouse that Masters was using for his counterfeiting operation to find clues, and he gets caught and killed.
Yeah. He goes in as if he has backup.
Yeah.
He goes in just the most like dick first, like, I'm a cop wandering onto your crime premises, and just the way he did it was so frustrating. He just like, oh, this gate won't open. I'll prop up this thing to help me get over the fence, and then I'll loudly open this garbage can and dig through the trash.
Dumpster.
I assume... What?
Dumpster.
What did I say?
Garbage can. Not that big of a difference, but...
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off.
It's
Jesus
a size
Christ.
thing. It's a size thing just to give...
It's not... Oh no, our audience will think that I'm talking about a big rolling garbage can instead of a dumpster. Who cares? Anyway, he goes in to the garbage can and finds shredded something. I don't know what that was supposed to be. And then he turns around, gets blasted in the face by a shotgun or a chest. I don't know. He gets shot, and then our boy Rick Masters, Willem Dafoe, says "wrong place, wrong time" and shoots him in the head.
He was hiding in a horse trailer for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know what the significance of the horse trailer was, but they keep going back to it for some reason as if it's supposed to symbolize something, and it doesn't. It doesn't do that at all. And after the wrong place, wrong timeline, I knew that Willem Dafoe could do almost anything in this movie, and I would see him as the good guy. So yeah, that was my read of the scene. You were on to December 24th.
Yes, 1,531 hours. Agents pull up to the warehouse and find nothing but Hart's dead body. Agent Chance meets his new partner, John Vukovich, played by John Pakow, a.k.a. Pakow from The Hunger, who was the phone booth youth number 2. Oh no, he was number 1. Willem Dafoe was number 2. So this is our first recurring actor.
Nice. I feel like you just stun grenaded me, like with the like you said, AKA Pakow, as if it was someone we were supposed to know.
If you remember our episode on The Hunger, that's how I pronounced his name.
Oh right. Oh fuck. Jesus Christ. Yeah. My brain is mothballs and lint. I can't.
I didn't remember it.
No one should. It's a stupid thing for me to expect people to remember. That's why it's funny.
Oh man, there is just an energy to us right now.
If I just gaslight you, that's humor.
I don't know what this energy you're talking about.
I think the caffeine just might be hitting me, and I might just be having an anxiety attack. Continue.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So again, John Pakow is the first reoccurring actor in a Willem Dafoe movie.
Oh.
We'll keep track of how many.
I hated him.
Yeah. Willem Dafoe's the better of the phone booth youths, 100%.
Yeah.
And so then we cut to Mr. Cody, John Turturro, gets a flight to San Francisco for just $45, which, fuck you, 80s.
Wait, that was for a flight?
I'm pretty sure it was for a flight. That was LAX, yeah.
I thought that it was for a bus, because I saw it like in the line he was waiting in, there was like a sign that said something about a bus.
That's probably shuttle buses to and from the airport.
Fucking hell. That $45 for a flight, huh?
From LA to San Francisco. If you notice I noticed on the plane, it's a defunct company now, but it was a Trans World, and I just thought that's the future liberals want. Yeah.
I want to take that plane.
Right?
This plane had 2 engines, but we gave it 2 more. Trans World.
This plane identifies as an attack helicopter.
God damn it! This is the one time that joke is acceptable. We have found it.
Oh god.
And you call yourself the least host.
Yeah, you are not the least host after that. Absolutely not.
Oh man.
Also, hearing Trans World enough times just makes me think of it to the tune of Mad World by R.E.M. Yeah. Trans World. Yeah, so Chance suspects that Cody is working with Masters, chases him through LAX, and arrests him in the bathroom.
Another fun fact, they actually filmed it in LAX, obviously. And they had that, they could not have the main guy running on the treadmill parts. I forgot what they're called, the treadmill walkways.
People movers.
Yeah, whatever. The straight...
What a shit name.
It might not be people movers, it might be something else.
So the director functionally just walked up to him and was like, hey, they told us we can't do that, and if we do that, they're going to kick us out to the actor. And I think the actor or somebody was like, well, we got to do it. It looks really cool. And they're like, yeah, exactly. So just do it. And I'm going to pretend like I told you not to do it. And then we'll just say that I told you not to do it and that you did it on your own accord. And that's exactly what they did. Mm-hmm. And then they just used that shot. And apparently, going off of that, one thing that I did like learning about behind the scenes is that a lot of the times the director would say, yes, we're going to go rehearse this scene. And then after the scene was over, he'd say, cut, okay, we got the scene. And he was actually filming the whole time. And he did that in order to just he apparently he was just filming a lot in general because he just wanted to get natural reactions. The actress said something about living, and the main actress said something about living in the house that they filmed in, so that like the house actually felt really lived in, and it was like easier to get into character.
Fair.
So if anything,
main
it
actress?
seemed like the
Ruth.
I don't know, the blonde one. I think
Ruth, probably. Yeah.
There's two blonde ones.
I forgot. I don't know.
The one being exploited for sex, and not the
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, the kidnapped girlfriend.
Yes.
The kidnapped by the cop girlfriend.
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot her name.
Ruth.
Yeah, I'm a vibes-based fact checker.
If I
Vibes-based fact
But no,
checker.
yeah, what I liked about the movie is that the director does seem pretty hands-on, and the actors, based on the interviews, seemed like they had a good time at the very least.
The thing that makes me like that a little bit yet less is because the crew were handpicked non-union members.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's gross.
So that makes everything else he's doing kind of, well, fuck you. Like, that negates all of the cool stuff, in my opinion.
Man.
Yeah, agreed. I didn't know that.
That's the first line of the principal photography on Wikipedia.
Oh, I didn't actually read the whole
some-
Wikipedia. I've been trying not to rely on it as much.
Fair.
That makes me want to bring up again.
I
Remember
have
to bleep
to.
that out, Jeff.
I always do. This is at least the third time I've bleeped this out. We'll see if people start noticing a pattern.
The world would be a better place if we 50 specific people. Anyway, go on.
You're not wrong. You just
This
shouldn't
is a
say
threat
that on
to anyone in
TV.
particular.
What'd you say, June? That Jeff will have to bleep out again?
It's not a threat to anyone in particular.
Yeah, but people who don't know.
Now, Jude, could you say that even more like a creepy child in a horror movie?
It's not a threat to anyone in particular.
Ooh.
Nah, that was a little too bad. I don't know.
A little too much. But
I
I would
liked
like to
it.
say
Yeah,
here
I'm not an
that
actor. I'm not an actor. Sorry.
we would like to say here at Willem de Filmography that we completely endorse. Boy, that sure was a long leap. Anyway, he was arrested in the bathroom.
Yep. And then Masters meets with Cody in prison, saying that he'll get him out. Masters then meets with a lawyer, Bob Grimes, Dean Stockwell, who I know from Quantum Leap, as Al. And that's another reference for the old people.
Very old people.
Quantum Leap's a great show. To try and find the mole in his operation. He talks with Bob and Cody, and there's a leak somewhere. They're trying to find where it is.
Mm-hmm.
He then attends a black box theater with an interpretive dance show. Masters goes backstage to meet his girlfriend in a scene that we all clocked.
Who we thought was his boyfriend.
Yep.
She was dressed up all masked, and you only see her from the back. And
She has very
they
broad
begin,
shoulders and short hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then they begin to kiss, and she takes off her wig, and I believe we all collectively went, "Oh, damn it!"
Yep.
I literally went, "Oh, this movie's interesting now," and then immediately no.
But
You
No.
literally, in the moment, I was queer baited. I was, oh my god.
but to be fair, she
Yeah.
is bisexual, and this girlfriend does
Yeah.
leave with money at the end of the movie. So
Yeah,
I guess.
I'm sorry for your particular type of gay, Jude, but
Yeah.
it was simultaneously queer and poly baiting. Actually,
Yep.
it was.
Yeah.
2 movies in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked it better in the last one.
Yeah, because they weren't the bad guys.
Uh,
Also, they're not the bad guys here. But anyway,
they're not the bad. I was about to say they're not the bad guys here either.
Masters goes backstage to meet his girlfriend, and he then convinces her to seduce lawyer Max Waxman. Max Waxman is under surveillance by Chance and Vukovich after Chance got a tip from an informant of his, Ruth, Darlene Flugel, who Chance is keeping out of prison and exploiting a relationship with.
Yikes.
Yeah.
She is a confidential informant, and
It's bad.
she like the whole. It's very much like, man, the 80s sure were the 80s, because like the fact that they have a sexual relationship is not treated as exploitative at all, and it's just like.
Treated as like exploitative in that gritty kind of way.
Yeah.
Like, life is so gritty.
The thing is, like, the sex stuff, like, is always just for the audience to ogle at, and is never really connected to the fact that he threatens her with prison time if she doesn't keep giving him information. The sex stuff is just completely separate from that in how it's framed. Like,
At one point, doesn't she ask? She's like, "What's going to happen if I stop giving you information?"
Yeah.
Like she's
yeah,
like,
he's like, I'll throw you in prison.
Yep.
Like, he's like,
I have elided that a little bit later. Don't worry.
yeah, and it's just like, man,
Again,
really didn't have any sort of like conceptualization around power dynamics around sex back then.
I will say this: I don't think Agent Chance is. I don't think the movie is trying to treat him like a good guy, but they're definitely. He's supposed to be a bad guy, but he's supposed to be a bad guy that you should be okay with. You're supposed to root for him, even if you don't like him. Which, no,
I was rooting for Willem the entire fucking time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, he's not
the
an
whole
anti-hero.
time. I was just like, he is just a villain. I was rooting for Willem Dafoe the entire time, even when he's like fucking murdering folks in this movie. I'm just like, I mean, his reason's pretty sound. He's like,
in the behind the scenes, literally the director and everybody on set was just like, "Oh yeah, we wanted to make like a gritty show of like, yeah, these are criminals, and like it's like cops versus criminals, and how they're more similar than they are different, and like, and how like, you know, because the cop will
Willem
probably
Dafoe was."
Yeah, like we'll like go to any length to do this, and I'm like, how are we comparing the actions of this cop to this criminal?
Because Willem
Like-
Dafoe is a gay artist, is a gay liberal artist, so therefore he's inherently evil.
Yeah, exactly, and it's just like so indicative of how we view and pedestalize the police force and the law, which is it's just made up.
It's just legalized corruption.
Yeah.
Jude, don't you know? Someone trying to make money outside of the law is exactly the same as someone who wields the entire power of the state's monopoly on violence. Don't you know that that's the same thing?
One and the same.
Exactly the same.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got a movie pretty early where we're getting all of our politics out very succinctly.
Oh, I've always gotten all of my politics out. You just bleep them.
In the terms of how long this podcast is going to be, we got to politics about the same point that this movie also got to politics.
Yeah.
In minutes, you know, like
True.
yes, if each podcast was a minute, we'd be around the point that this movie got to
the suicide bomber.
Islamophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fitting.
So Masters then uses his girlfriend Bianca to seduce Waxman, and then he forces Max to give him the money he stole before murdering him.
I fucking love this scene because it is brutal. He shoots him in the dick. He shoots him right in the cock.
There are so many dick kicks in this movie. There's so many dick kicks in this movie because they
overuse the dick kicks.
No,
they overuse the dick kicks. They use the cock shot like a fine spice. It is just in the perfect place in this movie. It's just oh my god! Even when he shoots a man in the dick, I'm just like, I'm still rooting for you, Willem. You shoot that cock. He was trying to screw you out of your money. You get your money back and shoot him right in the cock. It is fine with me.
I do have to say, when he first starts beating up Waxman, he kicks him. He does a front toe kick to the gut, which is like the setup, and I thought he was set up perfectly to do a pile driver, and obviously he's not going to do a pile driver, but there's that split second where my wrestling brain goes, pile driver? Oh.
That felt like a very dismissive, but it meant to be.
It was funny, I like it.
The fighting in this movie is cartoonish. It's not gritty at all.
There's clearly no choreographer.
The hand to hand fighting, at least.
There was not a choreographer.
Yeah.
There was very distinctly not.
Yeah, they were just making shit up as they were going along, and you can tell.
They wanted to make it look real as possible.
They didn't.
And they didn't.
That like it was just two men just going at it.
Not in that way, Jude.
I know. No, that's not what I'm laughing at, but also just the result.
Side note. Side note.
You guys got?
Skipping ahead a little bit, they try to imply that Willem Dafoe's girlfriend in this movie was just in it for the money. I didn't get that at all from the way they interact.
Not at all.
Yeah, it felt like a
good.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, it felt like a true like they are a couple of criminals living their best lives. Like it was like it felt genuine, but they tried to make it like at the end like it was just business. Yeah. And it's like that makes zero sense.
See, and I disagree with
go
that.
on.
I think it was more the juxtaposition of like, yeah, the lawyer was trying to say that because it's just business for me, and she's just like, nah, it wasn't. Sure, you keep telling yourself that. Like,
no. To me, I read that as like because he was asking her like, well, "Why'd you stay with so long?" And she was like, "Well, why'd you stay with him so long?" And he was like, "It was just business." And so and she was silent and just kind of like grinned. And so I read that as like, well, there you go. It was just business. And it's like, you're lying to me, movie. That is not.
I didn't notice the grin. I guess in my head, I put in a better answer for her after that. So.
Because the movie's bad. Anyway,
yes.
Go on.
Yeah. After Masters kills Max, Chance and Vukovic, who were stalking, who was, surveilling Max, they fell asleep during that whole thing. And they left and took evidence from the crime scene. Vukovic confronts Chance over the breach of protocol, and Chance manipulates him into not snitching on him. He then goes...
Totally not a normal thing that cops do all the time. Every time. He
then goes, if we're going to talk about the not a normal thing cops do all the time, he then goes to Ruth's place. Ruth tries to give him information on a stolen diamond sale, but Chance brushes her off, is a total dick to her, fucks her, says he would turn her in if she stopped giving him information, and then zips up his jacket like a cool guy and walks off.
Yeah. Man.
It's a good message.
Do you know how many instances of cops raping people in custody there are where they try and play it off like it was consensual? Anyway, moving on. Like,
yeah, this is where we absolutely have a sexual assault content warning on this,
and cop violence. Don't forget.
Yeah. Yep. Police brutality. Absolutely. And speaking of cop violence, my next line is, Chance and Vukovic do some cop shit that leads to absolutely nothing. Yeah. This is when they just chase down...
Which time?
When they were chasing down people who left a warehouse. They just chased out a couple
to get information on where
but they didn't really get any information, and then
Masters makes the money.
But they didn't get any information, and then they talked to an art critic who knew Masters, who I thought was going to go nowhere, but it did come back around at the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
This movie sucked its own dick so hard.
Yeah, it's up its own ass fucking much.
Like I said in the beginning, this movie thought it was saying something. It wasn't.
I will have at the end. I will have an argument that I won't make the argument, but I will say what the argument is and then completely disprove it because it's bullshit. But I will have something at the end.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah, I want to say the thought and then say why that's bullshit, but the thought is there. Masters then meets with an associate, Jeff, and sets up a hit on Cody in prison.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just going to talk about the scene Cody, that they attempt to murder Cody in prison. Yeah. They just go up to him, and they don't have any, like, shanks or anything. They just kind of, like, dogpile on him.
I think they're supposed to, but it gets blocked. Because he was aware of it, but...
If they didn't show it, so they didn't have it, my guy. They didn't... they just, like...
It was not well filmed. I completely admit.
No. They build it up like, oh yeah, I guarantee my guys will kill this man. And then they go up and they're just like, and they just like flop onto him and then nothing. Mm-hmm. And then man, this movie makes me sad. This movie makes me sad to remember.
Back in my day, a prison shake actually meant something, and
it's like, man.
The attempt fails.
It could have been anything.
Yeah.
It could have been anything. They could have beaten him to death. Could have just straight up punched him attempted to punch him to death, and they did.
Didn't really need him at this point in the movie either, even though he does come back, kind of.
Yeah, completely unnecessary to have John Turturro in the rest of this movie.
But I did enjoy John Turturro every time John Turturro was in it. I enjoyed it. So
he's great. He's really doing his thing.
He's John fucking
very
Turturro.
Good in this movie. He's very charming, but the character is completely unnecessary past this point. It's just there to set up that the attempt to kill him failed, and then the scene that comes next.
The attempt fails, and Chance tries to get Cody to stool on Masters, or snitch, if we want to use a less old school term.
Mm-hmm.
Masters gets his money back from Jeff after a fight. I've
never heard that before.
Stool pigeon. It's an old prison term. It's like 1920s shit. I don't know why I decided to write it in my notes, but I did.
Mm-hmm. It's because they say it in the scene.
Oh, okay.
They do. Okay.
Thank God.
I forgot.
They do. Yeah, they do. That's why I didn't do my usual Jeff. What the fuck I mean? Because they do say it in the scene.
Thank God. You were disassociated. It's fine, Jude.
Yeah,
I did not like this movie.
None of us did.
The gay disappointment hit you harder than it did for me.
Right?
I think I was...
Absolutely. I was so excited to see Willem Dafoe kissing a fucking man. God damn it. I'm pouting so hard right now.
We will see that eventually. We will see that eventually.
I know. Have you guys seen that movie where Alan Rickman made out with Norman Reedus?
Ooh, no.
We cannot.
We'll
table
this.
We cannot right now. This cannot worm its way into our summary.
It's called Dark Harbor for anybody who wants to look it up.
So, after the fight, the Masters gets his money back and burns it while he's naked in front of a fireplace. That's how he's able to. Yeah, gremlin hot. And I wrote this down earlier. Willem Dafoe gets naked at the drop of a hat in this movie.
It is fantastic. Yeah. We see cock in this movie.
We do.
We see cock in this movie. Unfortunately, it's just the cop's cock, but we see cock in this movie.
Because it's gritty.
Yeah. This might just be because I'm going through a romantic dry spell currently, but the money burning scene kind of made me go aw, because it was they were just naked, him and his crime girlfriend were just naked together in the bedroom by the fireplace. He was burning the money, and it was just that's honestly the dream.
She was asking why he was doing it, taking interest in his work. It was great.
Yeah, it was nice. They were just they were clearly both very relaxed around each other and very at home with each other. It was I miss that. It's just
and we factually know that Willem Dafoe has a fat cock, so she was happy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a handsome man, but some people would say he's not. And he has the vibe of someone who's like, yeah, I know I kind of look like a gremlin. Want to see what this dick looks like? Want to gremlin these nuts? Like,
speaking of which, what day out of the cocoon do y'all think this is? Because I think 2. I think he has aged
Pretty fresh.
like just enough. Yeah. Like maybe like a day and a half. I would say.
So just to remember this bit, how many days? What's the cycle? Have we established? The cycle
he looks
yet?
real fucked up. He starts looking real fucked up around like day 3 to 4 ish. Like Streets of Fire had like almost the full breadth of days out of the cocoon for Willem Dafoe.
So they would like. Okay, so they would film him like every 4th day. They would just be like, oh, we got to get him now. All right, now we do all the other stuff. Oh, now Willem's ready.
Yeah, and you can tell that this movie, with all of Willem Dafoe's scenes, must have been filmed like with a day and a half of him getting out of the cocoon.
Or they split it up into chunks so that like we do you this
my
week.
guess,
and then
is that they
next week.
started
probably
filming-
not, probably not, because it's like weeks between emergencies. Once he gets
okay. So sorry. So how long is he in the cocoon then?
A few months, if he really needs like a real like.
I don't know why. How has that been established? I would like to source your evidence on this theory.
Yeah, I was thinking like a week
It's
in the
pretty-
cocoon at most.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious if you look at him. Like, I mean,
No, I was thinking a week in the cocoon.
Okay.
fuck it,
I
never
was
doing it
just
again.
gonna
Go
say-
on.
No, we like this bit. Yeah.
Go on.
No, I was just gonna say that they would start filming night 1 after emerging from the cocoon, and they would film through the day 2, and then finish right at night. Day 2, or maybe even morning 3, depending on how fresh he's feeling and looking, and depending on the scene. If it's more of a ugly scene, maybe go up
If it's
until
in
the morning of
shadow,
day 3, and then
The fighting scenes were day 3, absolutely.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like very early morning day 3 though. You don't want
Yes.
to push it too hard.
He's still got to be hot in this movie.
Also there was a competing theory of it's not a cocoon situation. It's just a you have to get he is a creature inside the skin suit and has to get the skin suit like dry cleaned.
Yeah.
For a bit. So
I like a combination of both. I think you're both right
Yeah.
and wrong.
mhm.
I think he sheds his skin, melts, and then has to go into the cocoon. I think that is.
No,
But see, then why does he get all wrinkly afterwards if he's not shedding the skin?
because he is shedding the skin. That's the cocoon. The cocoon builds up over time, gets looser, and then when it's ready, he kind of like fattens up inside the cocoon. And his skin sheds
I
off,
see.
and then
Okay.
underneath is the new layer of skin.
And the skin hardens like keratinizes,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
just
yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
So
Like I said, Willem cocoon
Biologists-
enthusiast.
Biologists have figured this all out before, but their work was burned during World War II.
The Weimar Republic.
It's pretty tragic. Yeah.
Sorry. I can't. We gotta stop it there. We gotta stop it there. We can't go back.
And that is the end of this bit forever. So January. January 19th, 1119 hours. Chance gets Cody out of prison to show him where Master's prints, but Cody escapes after he easily kicks the shit out of him in a hospital.
Yep.
More dick kicks.
Yep. Yeah. It was like, man.
Yeah.
Just like he lays him the fuck out. And it's just like so
These are two
absurd.
These are two actors who have never actually been in a fight before. They've only done stage combat before. It was very clearly that.
Yeah. 100%.
Vukovic then meets with Grimes to set up a sting operation with Masters. Chance and Vukovic pose as offshore bankers and discuss a possible business arrangement in one of the gayest workout scenes I've ever seen.
Absolutely. So we got to go back to the rookie cop meeting with the lawyer because, and it's a thing that's in every cop thing involving a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
The lawyer,
a defense attorney,
talks about representing a defense attorney representing someone who is very clearly guilty, and the cop's like, "Oh, you're evil." It's just like, it's a thing that cop shows do with the fact that everyone has a right to an attorney. That
boy, do they
is
hate
just
that.
like, yeah, they 100%. They act like, well, you only need an attorney if you're guilty. It's like, no, no, you don't. Yeah, it's just so. And maybe this, with what happens with that cop later, the movie's trying to make a point about that. They do, if they are, they're making it badly.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like,
I will get to that later.
Every cop show portrays defense attorneys as like absolute scumbags, and it is the most sinister shit that we have ever as a society allowed to propagate itself. Anyway, go on to the gay workout scene.
And that should only be true of corporate lawyers and not defense attorneys. Anyway,
yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I they're in a meeting at a gym, and it is just, again, another point of Willem Dafoe just constantly getting naked in this movie.
Yeah.
Completely comfortable, and like they're just talking business, and it's just a very gay workout scene, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Says the bisexual.
Yeah, there's no one straight enough here to really comment on the straightness of this scene, but you're the closest thing we have, Jeff.
We see gay in everything. So you are our day. We need you to.
I am the day
brave
walker. Yes. This is very much that
the gay walker, if you will.
The gay walker.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I'm not
that pun was better than my last one.
But he doesn't dress in all black. It's all like rainbow.
just inside out, black to rainbow, depending on who he's talking to. Yeah, I am not a bisexual. I am a gay walker. I do like that. This is that classic straight people not understanding homoeroticism, where it's just like, yeah, we just it's very much like
working out with the boys.
Yeah, straight people don't realize how gay a lot of their opinions are, and a lot of the things they do are. They just don't see it that way, and it's very weird seeing it through the other lens and be like, oh shit, I've seen
those men should kiss.
I've seen a lot of dicks in my life by just being a cis dude in locker rooms, and like the amount of grab ass that happens when dudes are naked, and like, oh, it's totally straight.
Yeah,
I mean, we don't know. When I was still presenting as a cis woman, and we went to the strip club, Jeff, strippers were just, not all of them could be gay, statistically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But they're like way more into touching girl. Obviously, the safety in it, but way more into touching feminine-looking people.
Yeah.
In general, and obviously, I'm sure people out there know the general stereotype of how friendly feminine people can be with each other, but particularly women, and how confusing it can be for lesbians.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're allowed to be, but also it can be extremely confusing for lesbians.
Fair.
Yeah. It's just if we start getting into how much like AMAB people are disallowed of affection, I'm going to be talking all day, so we should move on.
Yep. So Masters tells the agents that he needs $30,000 up front before he agrees to the deal. The government won't approve of that money for a thing. And Chance is a dick to his partner and abusive to Ruth, and manipulates both of them to help him steal diamond money. The aforementioned
yes, he
diamond
does.
money. Yep.
Oh man, the scene that follows is so.
Yeah,
they kidnap this man that they think is a criminal,
trying to buy stolen diamonds.
They steal the money from him, and then get him murdered.
Question:
and flee
Did you all know instantly this was an FBI agent, or did you not realize that because the movie didn't? Oh, I was instantly like, "Oh, you said this is an FBI sting that you're fucking up." Like I instantly clocked that.
No, I didn't clock that. I thought the people that were following the guy were like people making sure the handoff goes off without a hitch.
They look like too much like way. Cops to me.
They all just look like 80s white guys to me, except for the guy with the cash who was Asian. In a very nice suit, I will say. Like, he looked good in that fucking suit. And then there's a protracted chase scene that has... That it ends like Return of the King. There's several points where it seems like it's over and then it's not. And then I
will say the director, William Friedkin,
definitely a better driving scene than Roadhouse 66. Anyway, continue.
He directed The French Connection, which has one of the most famous police chase scenes in film history. So he is good at this.
And then afterwards, it cuts to they escape with the money. Cuts to a scene where they're being where there's like a meeting where
before that, real quick. There's a thing. Vukovich. Oh yeah. They go through the LA River and like the wrong way on the interstate. Which it's funny. They spent so long going the wrong way on the interstate instead of just jumping the medium, and they waited until they caused the biggest crash and most death possible before just jumping to the other side.
Like cops.
I know!
Like cops.
Like cops, exactly. But,
this entire scene, I kept thinking to myself, typical LA traffic.
Yeah. They're able to escape. Vukovich has a crisis of conscience while Chance acts like a sociopath, celebrating his victory. And
even more so than previous scenes.
And then he goes to Ruth's and sexually assaults her. And then we have the meeting with the cops.
Yep.
Yay!
Yep. And it is not played like a sexual assault either.
Nope. She is saying no, and he's just laughing like a maniac.
Yep.
People were saying this movie is good. Like, I was looking at reviews and they're like, wow, this movie's good. And I was like, what?
They were saying The Loveless was good, too.
I don't get it. Why do people like these stupid 80s action movies so much? No offense, Jeff.
No, this is not the type of stupid 80s action movie I like. This is not my cup of tea. Don't worry. But that's why people will give shit like this a pass, because they like other stuff.
Yeah.
And so they just view it all as the same when there's very clear differences.
Yeah. Very clear.
Let me have this shit.
It's all very clear.
When was marital rape made illegal again? After this, right?
Oh, easily. Hey,
yeah, wasn't it like the 90s?
A lot of the action movies I like do not have this much rape in it, so I stayed away from those ones.
93.
Jesus. I was born 2 years later.
That was the year I started kindergarten.
Good God. Anyway, we're all sad now. Move on to scene.
Well, because
that was the year that it officially became illegal in all states.
That's good.
Yeah.
You were talking about the daily briefing where they find out that he was an FBI agent the whole time.
Yeah. And the way this movie treats it, it's like the movie thinks that they had to make the guy an FBI agent for his death to be fucked up.
Uh-huh.
And the entire scene, I was just like, so this is going to turn into like 7 levels of this cop is a psychopath, right? Like this he's going to turn into like an actual like serial killer now with how he's acting. And like, nope, it's just like, it's played as a problem, but it's not like anything really.
It's definitely
like they straight up forget about it at the end.
It's definitely an
Like-
ends justify the means type scenario.
They straight up forget that to keep
Yeah.
it still a problem
Oh, yeah.
in the ending scene.
No, I know. I'm just saying the way this is they treat it very much as a it's bad, but oh well, we're gonna get this bad guy.
They treat it like, oh, he wasn't really human until we found out he was also a cop.
That
And
too.
it's just
That
like-
too. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
As someone who lives in city, I do not like this propaganda, but it is just like this movie made me a little sick to watch, like the
Fair.
whole time. Just like all the tropes that are played out, like to be gritty instead of like actually like portraying it as like villainous.
So after this, Chance sets up a deal with Masters at the theater. And Volkovich talks with Grimes, the lawyer, for his legal options because he's actually having he has a conscience, apparently, at this point in his police career. We'll see how long that lasts. Chance finds Cody and forces him to give him Master's location.
Hold on.
Kind of. Yes.
But back to the lawyer meeting.
Absolutely.
Vukovich is like basically his options are go to prison for a long time or snitch on Chance and get a reduced sentence.
Although, in this case, that's not snitching. That's just doing the right thing.
Yeah, that's just doing the right thing. Then Vukovich is like, I can't snitch on my partner. And dude, like, it was infuriating when, like, every time they were like, they brought up the, like, I'm a cop and my partner.
I have a code. Like, yeah.
And it's just like the see my previous rants about fucking propaganda. It's just like, it's so frustrating to see this movie from an era where we legit thought cops were heroes, and the grittier they were, the better because they got shit done. It's just like, I think this might be the maddest a movie that we've watched has ever made me.
Yeah, it's very bad. Chance finds Cody and forces him to give him Master's location for some reason. January.
Which, didn't they already have it?
Yeah,
like they straight
made
up
the
already
deal.
had it.
They made the deal. They knew where they were going to meet, so there was literally no reason for this.
Yeah, they made the deal, and
Volkovich already checked out the place earlier, so there's no reason for this scene.
Yeah, it just straight up doesn't make sense continuity wise. It's just another scene with John Turturro getting his ass kicked and Chance being shitty to a woman.
Just very, for some reason, this cop just was able to choke.
He just calls her a bimbo for no reason.
Yeah.
He just calls her a bimbo for no reason.
Yeah, because she was a part of a union.
Yeah.
And she's the bimbo because she's like, this movie's anti-union too. God fucking damn it.
He's a cop. He's in a union.
Yeah.
He's a cop.
And cops hate, that's the only good union in their mind because it protects them. Just no solidarity. Cops aren't workers. Fuck that shit.
I'm getting sadder. We gotta
move on. We gotta move on. I'm not gonna bleep that part. I will leave that in there. Fuck that shit. January 30th, 0515 hours. 01, 02, 03. This timestamp like kept going and it did counted the seconds, and I thought that was cool. Again, the date things had some interesting like things to it, and it just wasted on a shit movie.
I think you're coping, Jeff.
Yes,
I think
100%.
You're coping
100%.
With a bad situation.
Absolutely.
I don't think there was any actual any actual merit to the fact that they fucked around with the timestamps. I have to push back on that.
Oh yeah, I am searching for anything, absolutely, but I still liked it, and I think that could be a cool gimmick in something that wasn't horseshit. Chance and Vukovich go to the meeting and attempt to arrest Masters. Chance gets shot in the fucking face. Yay!
The only time a smile crossed my face while Chance was on screen.
And he did get fucked up pretty good.
He gets shot in the fucking head, and I was just like, oh, awesome! And I was so hoping, like, get away, Willem Dafoe, get away, Willem Dafoe. And it was just like, no.
Yeah, Chance gets shot in the fucking face. Yay! Which, again, is in my notes. And Masters escapes. Vukovich chases him down to the warehouse he found out about earlier. Masters is burning the warehouse with all of the evidence and attempts to burn Vukovich along with it, but Vukovich is able to shoot Masters and burns him alive. Vukovich, now acting like Chance, visits Ruth and tells her she's his informant now. The end. And, if I may, real quick, I think there is something to be... You could make an argument that this movie is attempting to comment on the cycle of police violence and brutality and how it turns quote-unquote good cops into bad cops. The problem is it's talking about it like it's a good thing. It is not condemning it in any way, shape, or form. Even it notices that that's a thing and it's like, cool! And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, movie.
Yeah.
They do in the end, and also at the very end of the movie.
We should also talk about how Masters' girlfriend gets away.
Yes.
And like they've been like teasing it throughout the movie that she's also into this fellow dancer that's with her in a gay way, and they ride off into the sunset together, which is like the one good button on this movie.
Earlier, before Masters goes to the meeting, he talks to Bianca and says, hey, I have a present for you, and just downstairs just kind of like presents the other dancer girl in lingerie, and it's just like, yay!
Yeah.
Good boyfriend.
Yeah. That would have been a good polycule.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they wrote it so that Willem Dafoe's character just kind of hangs out in a burning building waiting for a cop to kill him.
Yep. And also during that fight, it was revealed that Grimes was telling them everything that Vukovich was saying already, and it was just, what the fuck are we doing here? What are you trying to say? What's this gritty, grimy shit? It's just, you're doing a bad job, movie. Oh, and also...
But Willem Dafoe's character should have lived. He should have lived because, like, he beats him with, like, a chair... He beats Vukovich with a chair leg and doesn't take the gun away from him.
Mm-hmm.
He should have won.
And also, we need to... I don't think this was mentioned. This movie is based off of a book that was written by a former Secret Service agent. So...
Yeah, it's just self-aggrandizing.
Just pure propaganda.
One of those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that the book is all lies, too.
I mean,
that's what they do.
It's fiction,
lie.
So, like, that'll be his excuse. Like, yeah, I'm just exaggerating, but you know, I still use my own experience. It's like, no, you don't.
I remember the Wikipedia. What I did read of the Wikipedia page, it said that the director thought he read the book and he thought it was genuine, right, or something.
Oh God.
Oh, he said he found it very authentic.
Oh, God.
And so he made a movie out of it.
This is the guy who directed The Exorcist. Like, what the fuck are you doing, William Friedkin?
No, that's about it follows, honestly. His bigotry served us better in horror because at least it added a little bit of a fear factor.
Yeah, so one final thing before we move on. At the very end of the movie, if you go past the credits, they just have that shot of Agent Chance just kind of staring just before the sex scene, just kind of staring like a fucking shark. So I think they understood they were doing a sociopath thing. I think they just were very, very bad at the framing of it. And again, they framed
it as cool.
Yeah, and that was, just horseshit.
What did Ruth even do? Like, what did
Broken
Did it
parole
ever say
thing? I think
what-
probably drug stuff is the assumption, but I don't think they ever said.
Was it prostitution?
Could have been prostitution. Was probably prostitution. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next segment, please.
Willem Defriend or Willem Dafoe?
I
I'm something of a Willem Dafoe myself.
You know, I'm something of
William Dafoe.
myself.
Willem Defriend. He burned twice as bright and lasted half as long. He should be here with us, and yet he is not.
absolutely.
What do y'all think?
Absolutely, Willem Defriend. Like, just
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe.
money's fucking fake. He was a cool queer artist, dude. Like, he painted and everything. Like, no, like, fuck yeah, Willem Defriend. Fuck Agent Chance.
Did we like this movie?
Y'all take a wild guess.
No. Well, my friends.
No, period. Like,
No, capital N.
yes.
Well, my friends, we have come to the Willem Defend. Join us next episode when we watch.
Our first foray into television as we watch season 3, episode 6 of the HBO series The Hitchhiker called Ghostwriter, and it's on YouTube. So just look that up on YouTube and watch with us if you want.
Well, I'm gonna
You in 2
be
weeks.
sad. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Willem the Filmography. Our theme song is Cherry Metal by Arthur Vink. You can find this podcast on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, and most places you find podcasts. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and review anywhere you can. Follow us on social media at Willem the Films on Blue Sky and Willem.thefilms on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. And share our podcast with anyone you think might like it. If you would like to support monetarily, check out our Willem the Filmography Patreon and support there. Thanks for listening. What?
Lem.
Yeah.
Foe!
Yay!
Bravo, sir. I've had about enough of your shit too, Billy.